Hello and welcome back. In this video we want to continue to talk about internal functions, and the second type we want to talk about is array internal functions. So let's get right into it. The first function we want to talk about is something called inArray, and this one will go inside an array, which you will provide the name right here as the second argument, and then search for a specific value. Okay, so I have this array customers, and I want to search for a specific value inside this array. So I can say in array parentheses and then my value, which is for example Mary, and then the name of my array, which is customers. Okay, and we want to echo. So this one will return the value 1, which is true if the value exists. Okay, if this Mary exists in the array, I will get the return the value 1. Let's copy this and try Mary without capital letter, for example. And this function is case sensitive, of course. So this Mary will not be found in this array, okay, because it starts with small m. Let's save and see what we get from each one. We will get 1 from this, and we will get nothing from this, no return, okay, because this one is not true. So let's save, refresh, and this is my return, which is the number 1. So let's go back. So this is in array is very useful to check for a specific value inside arrays if it exists or not. This is usually used with conditional statements, with the if and else and all this stuff. The next one we want to talk about is something called array sum, and this one, it will work with numbers inside an array, and it will just take all the numbers and sum it into give you the sum of it. Okay, so I can say, for example, array sum and then parentheses, and take only, like you see from the syntax, one value, which is the name of the variable. Okay, so let's echo. So this one will calculate 250 plus 100, 350. 150 is 500, and another 500 is 1000. So this one will give me the answer 1000. Let's save and check this. Refresh, and now I get 1000. Okay, so let's go back. So this is the array sum. It is very useful as well. The next one we want to see is something called count, and count will count how many values is inside your functions. Okay, so for example, this is 1, 2, and 3. Don't confuse this with the index numbers. Okay, it will not start like the index numbers. So it will not start from 0. It will start from 1, because it's counting how many values are inside. So 1, 2, 3. So let's say count parentheses, and inside the parentheses my variable, which is customers. Okay, and I want to echo. So now I'm supposed to get 1, 2, 3. So let's go check, refresh, and I get number 3. So let's go back. So this is the count, and the next one we want to talk about is something called array unique. And array unique, it will just take an array and drop anything that is duplicated inside the array. Okay, for example, I have this array with the values English, math, history, English, and math again. So it will drop these values. So the array will become like this, only English, math, and history, because it's duplicating. So this one will take one argument, which is the array name. So let's go check. Let's print R. In here we print R because it's an array, of course. The return is an array, so it will not work if I echo. So let's save and go check, refresh, and now I get my new array, okay, with 3 values only: English, math, and history. So no duplicated values. In the original array, we had 2 more values: English again and also math again. Okay, so this is because of the array unique. It delete all the duplicated values. So let's go back. The last thing we want to talk about is something called array merge. And array merge is very useful as well. And we have 2 of them: array merge and array merge reclusive. Okay, so in here I have 2 arrays. One is called subjects and the other one is called subjects2. Okay, and I have just some information about subjects. So I have in the first array English and math, and I say about the English is fun, and about the math is hard. Okay, and in the second array I have English and I say it's complicated, and also I have history and I say it's hard. Okay, so this is my 2 array. And the array merge, if I put it here, let's just copy, paste, and then I can see from the syntax I can put as many arrays as I like. Okay, but in here I only have 2 arrays, so I will delete all this. I'll take the first array, which is subjects, and the second array subjects2. So now I will merge this array with the second one. I'll make them one big array. Let's print R subjects. I want to print the first array before the merge, so print R subjects, and then print R again subjects2, and put all of this before the merge, and then print R the merge. Okay, print R. So first I will print R this array right here, and then I will print R the second array in here, and then I will print R my merged array, so the new array I will get from both of them. Okay, let's save and go back. If I refresh, what happened here? Okay, I have all the arrays after each other. I can just, let's go back to make it more obvious. I can just echo a break between each print R. So I can say echo br, and then do that also between the second and the third array. So now I'll have this one, the first array in the first line, and then I'll have the second array in the second line, which is this array here, and then I will have the third array, which is both of them together. Okay, let's save and go back. If I refresh, I get my first array. It have English as a key and fun as a value, and then the second is math and hard as a value. So this is my first array. My second array, which is this one here. Okay, my third array, like you see, it merged both of them. So it took the English, the value was fun, but like I see in the merge here, the value for English is complicated, it's not fun. So where did the fun go? The fun was reset by the fact that there is another English in the second array. Okay, so PHP came first, let's take it one step at a time, and found that English is fun. Okay, and then when it came to the second array, it found that English is complicated. So when it came to merge, both arrays had a value with a key English. Okay, so it took the second value, it reset the first value. Okay, like you see, nothing is changed with the math and history. I have the math here and the history here. So it took the math from the first array and it took the history from the second array. Okay, So this is the math and history. The only thing that is changing is the English, because the English is duplicated in the two arrays. It took the second value, so it reset the first value. Let's go back. If I take this same line of code, copy and paste here, array merge reclusive, the reclusive will not do like the array merge. The reclusive will not reset the value. It will just create a new array and put both of the values inside of it. I can say, for example, here echo to see it more clearly. I'll put it in a pre-formatted element. So I can do this with the array merge as well. Okay. I don't think we need these again. We can delete them. Actually, we have them up here. So now what I have is my two arrays. I print them before anything, and then I have the array merge, and then I have the array merge reclusive. Okay. So let's check this. Refresh. So I have my two arrays up here. With the array merge, like we see, we have the English with the value complicated. Only one value. So the value fun doesn't exist anymore. Okay. So I have English with the value complicated. In the second one, in array merge reclusive, I have English, and the value is an array by itself. Okay, so it became multidimensional. Okay, because English have two values, so now it's an array by itself. So now I have the value fun and complicated. Both of them are values for the key English. So not what happened, not like what happened with the array merge. Okay, so the array merge will only allow one key and one value. Okay, so if one key have multiple values, it will just take the last value, okay, as a value for the new array. But the array merge reclusive will take all the values and put them inside an array. Okay, so if I had more values for the word for the key English, I will have them all inside here with fun and complicated. Okay, so this is the only difference between array merge and array merge reclusive. Okay, if you have only unique keys, so you don't have any duplicated keys, you can use the array merge if you are sure. But if you have duplicated keys, you need the array merge reclusive. Okay, or you will lose your values. So let's go back. So this is everything when it comes to internal functions, arrays internal functions, and we have nothing more actually to talk about. There's a lot more, of course, but you will have to study them with the time, because you cannot learn everything right now. So I will see you in the next video.